Well, Madeline is here, and one of my favorite places, and I have not, y'all have done some new cool things out at the Charles and Marianne Goodnight Ranch, but Madeline, that's your place. You get to work there. I'm so jealous. It is a great job being out there.
It is, and it's actually what brought me to this area.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm originally from St. Louis, but I moved to Amarillo to work as an educator at the Charles and Marianne Goodnight Ranch.
That's got to be, that's fabulous. So
Yeah.
Tell me, whenever you first went out there, I want to hear this, because I mean, what did you think whenever you saw, and then the more exploring? I mean, what did you think being from St. Louis?
Well, it really does feel like the castle on the prairie.
It does.
There is nothing quite like it that I've ever seen in my life, and truly, it's like Disney World to me.
Oh, that is so neat.
The history version of Disney World.
Sure.
But you know, Charles and Marianne did so many amazing things for the pioneers of the Panhandle, and so this upcoming summer camp that we're doing is going to celebrate that and so much more. So we're so excited.
Is it for? Listen, I'm sure it's for children, but what if adults?
Well, actually,
go to summer camp there.
It's for adults and for kids.
It is.
Yes, and we do ask that if a kid attends the camp, that they are with an adult. So, you know, if you're under 18, you will need adult supervision. But the thing about this camp is it's fun for everyone. The activities that we do will focus on Native American culture. Also, you know, the life on the cattle drive. Now, as you know, Charles Goodnight, he blazed the Goodnight Loving Trail, and so for years, that's what he did. And so we're going to talk about what is that like, and how did you survive that, while also making money. And then the third day will be on pioneer life. So what was life on the homestead? So day one, Native American history. Day two, cattle drives, and then day three will be life on the homestead as a pioneer in the Panhandle.
Families are going to go crazy. This is so fun. I can't wait for people to get to experience this.
Me too, and you know, it's affordable. So for children, it's $3 per day attended, and you don't have to attend the whole camp if you don't want to. If you just want to come for the day we talk about, you know, cattle trails, that's okay. And then adults, they're going to be $5 per day.
Cool. That's it. Listen, that is affordable.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do folks need to know if they want to, you know, come be a part of this camp? Do they just need to show up to the ranch and they'll pay when they get there? Do they need to register online? What do they need to know?
There's a few options. So you can call me to register. My number is 806-205-2607. Also, I know that Texas Historical Commission has built us a website solely for summer camps. And so there's an interactive map. You can find our site in the Panhandle. It's very easy to do that because we're one of the only sites here in the Panhandle. And once you click on our site, it'll take you to a form that you can fill out, and then I'll be able to contact you that way and get you signed up for the camp. You can also contact me via email. So my email is going to be madelenev@thc.texas.gov. I have a very long name, so I apologize.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. A great name. Charles Goodnight had so many different parts of his life.
Yeah.
And one thing, I was talking to my, I had a pioneer family, Lipscomb County, and I remember my dad telling me, because I found a fiddle that was my grandfather's, and they, Ochiltree County, Lipscomb County, and my dad would tell me that they would have a dance at Goodnight, and my grandpa would go and they would all bring their fiddles, and you know, just low key, just casual, and they would camp there. They would bring all their stuff. I mean, my grandparent, they were born in like 1892. I mean, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So my grandfather, they would go and they would camp there. They would stay there like 3 or 4 days, and they would have a dance and they would play. I mean, so many people would get to come to the Goodnight's place.
Yeah, and I often tell people that while, yes, the Goodnights did live in this house, it was very much the community center.
I didn't realize that.
People from the town of Goodnight and everywhere all over the Panhandle. People just passing through, they all stopped at the Goodnight Ranch. And you know, the Goodnights were very generous, and they loved the people that were here, and they made sure they had the resources available to be successful. And so today we just like to talk about the fact that all the things that we take as granted, such as schools and such, those wouldn't have come along without people like the Goodnights establishing, you know, the first college, bringing in the first doctor. So they were very ahead of their time and very good people overall.
So neat. Sheldon,
Yeah.
listen, if we've got to go and you've got to get your family to hang out, I think summer is a perfect time. And I love all the things that you know. How long have you been in our area, Madeline?
Yes, I've been in Amarillo now for about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yep, so, you know, I would consider myself a native by now.
You are.
You know, just because I know so much about the history and I'm so in love with it, and it always surprises me that so many people are not familiar with the Goodnights. And so it is such a pleasure to tell their story to people from all over the world.
Listen, you are my kind of woman. I love this, and I really want people to get to visit. Can you just tell us one thing that maybe just a little nugget of something? Charles and Mary, they didn't have children.
No, they didn't.
Did Charles Goodnight ever have children?
No.
Okay,
But
I was thinking.
they love children, and one of my favorite stories to tell in the house is that Mary Ann, she would take her horse-drawn buggy into Goodnight, and she would give candy to all of the pioneer children. Yep. And
That's
they,
a sweet lady.
yep, and they lovingly called her Aunt Molly.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
Well, there's so many things I want to know. And again, we can get on the website.
Yes.
And find that information, and then your number's on there.
Yes.
We can get registered. $3 for children, $5 for adults. I could talk to you all day. I'm so glad that you came.
Me too.
Yeah, that's a cool deal, Sheldon.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like this is a once in a lifetime event.
Absolutely, and last year went so good, so we know this year's going to be even better. We just know it.
I
It'll
love
be
it.
fun.
I love your passion, Madeline.
Thank you so
It's
much.
nice to see you. How fun. Well.